In this video, I'll show you how to add a user to a Tribe Social group using Zapier. This can be really helpful if you have a funnel or some sort of checkout where once they purchase or someone opts in to a funnel, then you want to automatically add them to a group in Tribe Social. You can use Zapier to trigger this automation so they're immediately added to the group in Tribe, and once they show up in your app or on your website, they're already inside this group and have access. So the first thing we're going to do is head over to Zapier. We'll click on Create and click New Zap. Here, you can use the Zapier API if you want to write out what you're looking for, and it can help you get started, or we'll just set it up manually. I'm going to go ahead and hit a trigger here. And for this example, I'm going to use ActiveCampaign. This will work with any CRM, but this is what we use for our company, and so I'll show you how this works. Once we select this, I'm going to have this, let's see, when I add a tag to the contact in ActiveCampaign, I want to automatically add them to a group. So you can have a bunch of different triggers. If someone's added to a list or added a tag, any of these can work to where you can trigger it from here. So I'm going to say when the tag is added from the contact, click continue. I'm going to choose my account or set up a new account. Click continue again. And here I'm going to choose the event. So I'm going to say when the tag is added to a contact, and I'm going to pick the tag. I'm going to use Tribe Client for my example. Okay, so it's saying when I add this tag to the contact, which is going to be Tribe-Client, then I want to fire this trigger, and then it's going to do some sort of action. And the action is where we're going to put what's going to happen on the Tribe Social side. Let's go ahead and hit continue, and we'll test it real quick. I'll use this example for Chris Chan, and I'll say continue with selected record. And now I need to choose the action. So here you can just search for Tribe Social, and our app is listed in the Zapier marketplace. You can click the latest one here in the green. And for this, we want to choose the create user option here. What this will do is it will either create a brand new user if this email address does not exist, or if the email address is already in your Tribe account, it will just update that user to add them to this new group. So we're going to click create user, hit continue, and I'm going to choose the Tribe account. When you choose an account, you can either select one that you've added before, or you can go ahead and connect a new account. This pop-up will show up, and you're going to enter the email address, the password, and the domain that you use for your Tribe platform. This is going to be the same login that you use when you click sign in, and the email address, the password, and then it's going to be the URL you use to sign in. This will be unique to each platform, and you can set that up there. I'll click continue, and then that new account has been added. I'll click continue again, and I'll set up the action. So here I can go ahead and add the person's name if I want. So this will actually create an account with that person's name already included. I can also set the email address, which is going to come from ActiveCampaign. So I choose that email address. You have the option to set an account level like free, basic, or premium. Most accounts don't need this, but if you need it, that's where you would set it. If not, leave it blank. Now you want to set the group ID that you want this user to get added to. You can find the group ID by signing into your dashboard and going to groups. The ID is going to be listed here on the left. For this example, I want to add Chris to the EDC gear group. So I'm going to add 471. 471. And another option here is that you can set the Stripe customer ID. This is helpful if you are doing a checkout and you actually have a payment that's being provided. Let's say you used Stripe as your initial trigger, then you would have a Stripe customer ID that you could insert here. If you don't need it, you can just leave this blank. I'll hit continue, and I'll actually go ahead and test this step. Okay, so now if we go over to users and we look up Chris, we'll see that Chris is now part of the EDC gear group. And that happened all from Zapier. A tag was added in ActiveCampaign, and then it triggered the user getting created or just upgraded in your Tribe platform. Lastly, you can go ahead and publish this and give it a name, and you can start to use your Zap. If you have any questions, you can email us at help@tribesocial.io.